Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is tani. It should be written above me in both hiragana and in kanji. Tani. Tani is an adverb meaning simply. We often see it in a construction like tani nani nani tomoiu, which means also simply known as something, as in tani excess tomoiu. I am also known simply as excess. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is sansei. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Sansei can be a noun, meaning agreement, or it can be a suru verb, meaning to agree. You can use it with des, as in, watashi wa sansei desu, I'm in agreement, or with the to-do verb suru, as in, sansei shimasu, I agree. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is kaisha. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kaisha is a noun, and it means company or workplace. It's always a business company and not used as in the English idiom, we are going to have company. Kaisha-in desu ka? Are you a company worker? Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is tori. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Tori is a noun and it means bird. You might also see it often in the word toriniku, which means chicken, as in the food, not the animal. Have some chicken for me. I'm not supposed to eat scraps. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is kata. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kata is a noun that refers to our shoulders, as in the body part, not the concept of shouldering something. Japanese doesn't have plural, so this is either one shoulder or both. Kata wa dou desu ka? How are your shoulders? Don't overwork yourself. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is kudamono. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kudamono is a noun meaning fruit. Watashi no ichiban suki na kudamono wa budou desu. My favorite fruits are grapes. What's your favorite fruit? Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is ocha. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Ocha is a noun meaning tea. Actually, only the cha part really means tea, but it usually appears with an o in front because that o is honorific. Obviously, tea is very important in Japan. Have some tea for me today. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is bungaku. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Bungaku is a noun meaning literature. Lots of words in Japanese end with gaku, and they all mean to study something. I like literature a lot. Should I read a story for you? Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is shikken. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Shikken is a noun or a suru verb meaning test. You can use it like kyou shikken ga arimasu, today we have a test, or like nani nani o shikken suru, to test something out. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is shiroi. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Shiroi is an adjective that describes something as white in color, like white snow, shiroi yuki, or a white rose, shiroi bara. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is setsubi. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Setsubi is a noun and a suru verb that means equipment, or to equip or install something. It can also be used in terms like apparatus, facility, or an installation. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is raigetsu. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Raigetsu is a temporal noun meaning next month. You might be thinking, but next month is two words. And you're right, it is in English. But in Japanese, it really appears as a single compound word. What are your plans next? Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is toshokan. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Toshokan is a noun meaning library. It's a compound of the word tosho, which is a word for books, and kan, which means building. By the way, another word for book that you might know is hon, but it's not used in the word for library. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is yujin. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Yujin is a noun meaning friend. It's a bit more formal than the word tomodachi, which is more common in Japan. I hope you can make good friends and practice Japanese together. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is wakeru. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Wakeru is a verb that means to divide or split up. It can be used for dividing numbers in mathematics, but you can also use it just to talk about separating things out. I'm not great at math. Are you a math person? Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is poketto. You should see it above me in katakana. Poketto is a noun that refers to, of course, your pocket. Did you know that the word Pokemon comes from Poketto Monster? I think that's very cute. Who is your favorite Pokemon? Mine's Rockruff. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is kami. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kami is a noun that refers to hair, especially the hair on your head. Two other words in Japanese are also pronounced like kami as well. Kami can also mean god or gods, or paper, although both of these terms use different kanji. Hey there, students! Today's word of the day is bakuhatsu. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Bakuhatsu is a noun, or a pseudoverb, and it means explosion. If you're a fan of My Hero Academia, you probably already know that Baku might relate to things blowing up, right? Because Bakugo's name contains the same Baku from Bakuhatsu. The Hatsu part of Bakuhatsu is also really interesting. It forms a variety of compounds, and it can mean lots of different things. For example, emergence, occurrence, and departure. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is okosu. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Okosu is a pseudoverb, and it means to get up, just the way you might get up in the morning. Or get up in the afternoon if you're not a morning person. I'm not judging. In addition to meaning to wake up, okosu can also mean to cause something to occur. Nani ga okotta is a pretty common phrase meaning what happened. What happened to you today? Anything interesting? I just woke up. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is saishu. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Saishu is a noun that identifies something as the final or last of something, such as saishu kekka, end result, or saishu heiki, the ultimate weapon. The sai part of saishu can be used as a superlative prefix, meaning the most something, and it's used in a bunch of different compounds to convey meanings like the tallest, the shortest, the greatest, or the worst. Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is senso. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Senso is a noun or a pseudoverb, and it means either a war or to do war. It almost always refers to the pew-pew battlefield type of war, although technically you can use senso to mean things like intense confrontations or violent struggles. Senso is also generally the suffix to specific names of historical wars. Japan had a lot of very interesting historical wars. The Sengoku Jidai, or Warring States period, also uses the same sen from senso. Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is hitsuyo. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Hitsuyo is a na adjective that describes something as necessary, vital, or required. It can also be used as a noun in the sense of a necessity or a need. When you want to use hitsuyo as an adjective to describe something, you need to put na between it and the noun you're describing, like hitsuyo na jouhou, which means necessary information. 最近休みが必要だと感じています. Lately, I feel like I need a vacation. Hey there, students! Today's word of the day is kuki. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kuki is a noun that can mean something like air or atmosphere, and it can also mean the mood or situation of a particular environment. There's also an interesting phrase that uses this word, which is kuki ga yomenai, or just kuki yomenai. Kuki yomenai means to fail to read the air of the room, or someone who does that. Basically, it's somebody who does something awkward because they didn't have a great grasp on the social nuance of some environment. Sometimes you also might see that online as KY. Hey there, students! Today's word of the day is muzukashii. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Muzukashii is an e adjective that means something like difficult, frustrating, or impossible. When you find out that you have a test that you definitely didn't study for, that's muzikashi. It's an adjective, so you can either use it to describe a thing, muzikashi shitsumon, a difficult question, or you can say that something is muzikashi, as in, kono kanji wa muzikashi desu ne? This kanji is difficult, isn't it? I get a little bit too much enjoyment out of the fact that the kanji for muzikashi is actually pretty muzikashi to write. So complicated. Hi there, students. Today's word of the day is bamen. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Bamen is a noun that means scene or setting, like the scene or setting of a book or a movie. Bamen is made out of two kanji, tokoro or ba, which means place, and men, which means face, surface, or page. From a certain point of view, then, you could think about bamen as being the face or presentation of a particular place. It's its vibe. Of course, you can also just use it to talk about a specific movie scene, like that scene in the first Matrix movie where Neo has to decide whether or not to take his meds. Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is kyōdai. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Kyōdai is a noun meaning siblings. It can also just mean brothers, or even brothers in the platonic sense. So actually this is interesting because kyōdai is actually shortened from kyōdai shimai, and kyōdai shimai is built out of four kanji. Ani, big brother, ototo, little brother, ane, big sister, and imoto, little sister. Kyōdai is more common, so I guess sisters are just implied. Do you have a bunch of siblings, or are you an only child? Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is honyaku. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Honyaku is a noun, and also a pseudoverb, and it means translation, or to translate. Do you know the difference between translation, honyaku, and interpretation, tsuyaku? Translation refers to written documents and books, while interpretation means oral or spoken word translation. I am both a honyakusha, a document translator, and also a tsuyakusha, an interpreter. Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is chi. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Chi is a noun meaning blood. You can use it in phrases like chi no uke, a pool of blood, or chi no iro, the color of blood. When it's used as part of a larger kanji, it will usually be pronounced ketsu, as in kyuketsuki, which means vampire. It's literally kyu, suck, kets, blood, ki, demon. Poor vampires, they're so terribly misunderstood. Who's your favorite fictional vampire? Wait, does Lady Dimitrescu count as a vampire? Asking for a friend. Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is taberu. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Taberu means to eat, and it's an ichidan verb, also called a ru verb. This is pretty much the easiest class of verb in Japanese to conjugate. Present tense casual would be taberu, present tense polite, tabemasu, past tense casual, tabeta, and past tense polite, tabemashita. So basically you're just dropping the ru at the end and then not having to worry about changing the form of that final u syllable the way that you might need to do with other verb types. Anyway, what's your favorite food? See you next time. Mata ne! Hi there, students! Today's word of the day is mado. You should see it above me in hiragana and kanji. Mado is a noun meaning window. When you want to open the window, you'll say mado o akeru. When you want to close the window, you'll say mado o shimeru. And if you wanted to defenestrate someone, you would say mado kara dareka o nageru. Although I should probably legally state that Puppy-sensei does not condone anyone throwing another person through a window. Unless you're in like an old-timey saloon or something. I guess it's alright then. That's it! See you next time. Mata ne!